Welcome to this explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here today. We're going to tackle one of the most critical, yet honestly frequently overlooked aspects of this whole digital revolution. Think about building a skyscraper, right? If you want to build this breathtaking 100-story AI skyscraper, you literally can't build it on a rotting wooden legacy IT foundation. I mean, it'll just collapse. So today, we're exploring enterprise AI infrastructure, and specifically, why building a really robust hybrid cloud foundation is pretty much the only way to successfully scale artificial intelligence across your organization.
Okay, let's dive right into our agenda for today. We'll start with the AI infrastructure challenge, then look at the actual demands of generative AI, and tackle what we call the cloud deployment dilemma. After that, we'll explore the hybrid cloud solution, and finally, wrap up with the ESPIN unified platform.
All right, Section 1, the AI Infrastructure Challenge. Let's talk about whether your IT is actually ready. Right now, we're witnessing this massive enterprise rush toward AI, right? Everybody wants in, but the underlying IT plumbing, it's often dangerously ignored. So ask yourself right now, is your IT truly ready for AI? It's a serious question. Artificial intelligence, it's no longer just some research experiment in a lab. It's actively being integrated into customer experiences, cybersecurity, strategic decision-making, the whole shebang. But we're seeing so many ambitious business transformations just completely stalling out, simply because their digital environments are completely unprepared for the sheer weight of modern AI workloads.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly why those transformations stall. It's a total clash of eras. Legacy IT? Well, that was built for stable, predictable workloads. It relies on isolated systems, it's very hardware-heavy, and scaling it up is a painfully slow manual process. But AI-era IT is a whole different beast. It demands dynamic workload handling, high-performance computing, containerized microservices, and super rapid deployment. Legacy infrastructure simply buckles under the agility and raw power that modern digital operations absolutely require.
Moving on to Section 2, the demands of generative AI. There is some serious heavy lifting required here. So to really understand this necessity, let's clearly define the heavy lifting we're dealing with. Generative AI infrastructure isn't just, a simple server upgrade. Far from it. It's the entire combination of hardware, software, networking, and security frameworks you need to process massive, complex data. Remember, generative AI goes way beyond standard relational databases. We're talking about processing entirely unstructured data, thousands of text documents, high-resolution images, video files, complex code. You absolutely need a highly specialized environment to handle all of that efficiently. To make this work, we rely on three core technical pillars. First up, compute. Standard CPUs just completely fail at the billions of simultaneous calculations needed for AI training and inference. You need specialized GPUs. Actually, fun fact here, training a single large language model can literally take thousands of GPUs running continuously for months. That's massive. Second, storage. You've got to have high-capacity, low-latency storage. If your storage is slow, it creates this devastating bottleneck where your incredibly expensive GPUs are just sitting there idle, waiting for data. And third, networking. High-speed, segmented, and secure connections are absolutely vital to move these massive data sets seamlessly across your entire environment.
Which brings us to Section 3, the cloud deployment dilemma. This is the classic battle of scale versus security.
Now, what's really interesting here is the incredible tension enterprises face when they try to find a home for these massive AI requirements. On one hand, you've got the public cloud. It gives you fantastic elastic scalability, rapid deployment, and usage-based costs, but you're on shared resources, which can be a massive risk for proprietary AI models and sensitive data. Then on the other hand, the private cloud offers maximum security, strict compliance, and full control. But trying to scale a private cloud for heavy AI workloads, that requires a financially draining, massive capital expense. So how do you choose? Well, the secret is you don't.
Here's Section 4, the hybrid cloud solution. This is where scale finally meets security. Enter the hybrid cloud architecture. It's an integrated computing environment, and honestly, it truly is the best of both worlds. It lets you keep your highly sensitive training data and proprietary models completely locked down in a private infrastructure, while simultaneously leveraging the massive scalability of the public cloud when you need to run those really resource-intensive workloads. It allows you workloads to move securely and intelligently, completely freeing you from restrictive vendor lock-in. And the strategic business benefits of this architecture? They're just incredible. You get unmatched scalability on demand. You maintain strict data security and compliance.
You optimize your costs because you're perfectly balancing capital expenses with operational expenses. But let's slow down for a second and really focus on those last two: high availability and automated disaster recovery. High availability essentially eliminates single points of failure through redundant infrastructure. This means your AI applications remain continuously online, which is absolutely vital when your entire business relies on AI for real-time customer interactions or operational automation.
So, the crucial point to remember here is billions. AI models perform billions of calculations on massive data sets in the blink of an eye. And you can't always predict exactly when a workload is going to spike and demand those billions of computations. This proves exactly why the elasticity of a hybrid cloud is just non-negotiable. You need an environment that can dynamically expand to handle this computational weight without breaking a sweat, and crucially, without you having to buy physical servers that are just going to sit idle tomorrow.
Moving into Section 5, ESPIN, your unified platform. Let's look at the practical implementation.
So, how do we actually bring this whole hybrid foundation to life without creating a total administrative nightmare? Well, the answer is the ESPIN solution appliance. Think of this as the ultimate bridge connecting your legacy systems to AI innovation. Because, let's face it, managing disparate public and private clouds manually, that is incredibly complex. ESPIN acts as a unified platform that entirely removes that operational complexity, giving you a single, cohesive way to manage your entire AI infrastructure.
Here's how this deployment logically flows in practice. Step 1. You use ESPIN to unify your hybrid cloud management into one centralized view. Super simple. Step 2. You activate its built-in capabilities to ensure high availability and disaster recovery so your systems are fully resilient. And then, Step 3, you deploy your cloud-native AI workloads securely. ESPIN uses advanced virtualization and container-ready capabilities to rapidly provision these robust AI systems in minutes, not weeks. It's a real game changer. Let's move on and see how this all builds into an incredible operational advantage. With ESPIN's unified capabilities, you get centralized dashboard management. It's completely container-ready for your cloud-native microservices. It features automated failover, built-in zero-trust security to relentlessly protect your data, and of course, future-ready AI scalability. By integrating all these features into one cohesive platform, you completely free up your IT teams. Instead of endlessly managing server maintenance and tangled networking rules, your top talent can actually focus on driving real revenue-generating digital transformation. Ultimately, it all comes down to this core thesis. A strong enterprise AI infrastructure strategy enables organizations to transform AI investments into measurable business outcomes. The algorithms themselves, sure, they're amazing, but your actual success in the AI era is dictated entirely by the strength, scalability, and security of the underlying infrastructure that supports those algorithms. So I'm going to leave you with this final urgent thought to ponder. Will your infrastructure build the AI future or block it? The technology is here, the market demand is undeniable, and the tools to manage it, like ESPIN, are ready to go. Now is the time to modernize your IT foundation, embrace the hybrid cloud, and really accelerate your AI-driven transformation. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I highly encourage you to take that next step and evaluate your own infrastructure readiness today.